Are they big or small sticks?
Doko sifanya dileng wara madem bang fokanya ningolam.
Jargo la padon lendra manke doko balti. Bari dole tukuro sotole, comme doko kuo sotole.
These were the sticks they used to herd cattle. Some of them had knobs at the end. Not at the end.
Proceed.
Kabiru waketa kumo siata.
After that happened, there was a lot of talk. Some of them opened one of the front doors. They held my hand. So the other one came, opened the other door, and they wanted to drag me out of the vehicle. I tried to free myself from this other guy who held me. I held the gear box.
The handle
of the joystick, right? Yeah. Putting on the left side.
So that these ones cannot drag me out of the vehicle from the left-hand side.
Because what the convenient
because it is more convenient for me to alight from that end.
In that way,
there was a knife in my vehicle which I used to slaughter my sacrificial lamb, and which was used only on the occasion of the towards the feast. But that Sunday, I gave out a charity for one of my older brothers. It was a knife I used to slaughter the animal and also to flay it. So I did not return it, and it was in the vehicle. As I held the gear stick tightly, my hand touched the knife. So in that commotion, in that commotion and in that tense situation, I put my hand around this guy's head and tried to pin him to the steering wheel. Exactly what me from Kawala Photo. I took the knife and I said to him, and I'm telling you exactly what I said to him. I said to him, I can slaughter you now, but I am not in the mood for trouble. Allow me to go.
And what did you do? Did you leave him or did you not?
I eventually left him. When he tried and freed his head from my grip, he said in Wolof, he's holding a knife. And they scattered. So I engaged my gear and moved.
I dragged them. That new petrol station
At that time, they had put some car tires in front of my vehicle wheels and some sticks, but I was able to drag them until the new petrol station.
At this stage, where were the cattle? Have they crossed the road or they were still crossing?
Nintemben, Ninsol, ile, for Watola, for a silo ya kundula bang for Wato Masilo Kundu follow.
Fitino Wato Ninsol Natale.
That at that time, the vehicles, the cattle had already come in. They had already gone in.
Was there any need for your vehicle to be blocked from continuing, as at the time you had this final encounter with the boys?
Oh, so Lord Jeleba, Wato La Puru, Yetra Moroni, Bantamilla, Yato, Wato men, Nitan in Kambanoning, Aldo Nosaba, which women cook and water men.
So
there was no need.
Why did you say that?
The distance minto, Cabin Colbelori would lato.
The distance where the cattle were and where we were standing. I could have gone up to Abuko or the petrol station and the cattle would not have arrived at the time.
So they were far away.
They were far away.
ikamisi ita kafole ya kankan moto lampo le nyato nan moto rango be jam fari ko
when the car lights, if you look in front, you'll see the dust and the shape of the cattle coming, but they were far off.
Yes, proceed.
Ten.
Kabirin futata abukolo wo essentiel dalaje
When I got to the Abuko petrol station, I alighted.
I
went off the road a little bit so that those car tires would be taken out of from under the vehicle. Then I proceeded to Yundum to pick my belongings.
Kabinda Futala Yundum police station.
When I got to the Yundum police station.
Banjulinding police station.
When I got to the Banjulinding police station.
Police yang approach nyaming, the way I motor stop nyamen rongalongo ya kumandile ka kumafai.
The manner in which the policeman stopped my vehicle, I suspected that he must have been called and informed about the incident.
At this stage, did you have an idea who are the people you had an encounter with?
For Tambola. For another less ison no motor bang, Kaitandila ko, itani o molmeo, Yosabo Soto, Jumal la Bold.
Wato mimbe Josabo be caring, Naji don't go flat cantarla lemiti.
At the time that At the time that person was happening, what I thought was these were just cattle herders.
Did you at that stage know who owned the cattle?
So Tambola, another nation no more Kaitandila ko, Jumaleta mo insulti.
Kamano ka fele yala ni so katambi.
Yes, the boy was saying Yaya's cattle per person.
So which Yaya was he referring to?
Abiyaya Jumalao.
Yaya Jamme.
Former president of the Republic.
All right. And when you arrived at Abuko, the police stopped you?
Yeah, Banjulinding police station.
Banjulinding police station. What happened next?
Manakita, believe for the Banjulinding police station or the police or Lote Nyaro.
He said to me, where are your documents?
License and insurance.
I removed them and handed over to him the license and the insurance. He asked me, do you have a weapon inside your vehicle? And I said, yes. He said to me, where is it? I picked up the knife and handed it to him. He said to me, did you have any trouble with people along the way?
Arrest.
I said to him, yes, and he said, I'm told to arrest you.
Yeah, okay. I
told him, well, I'm going to my house to pick up my belongings. When I come, we can go to the station.
No need.
Wanted to come into the vehicle, and I told him it was not necessary. Since you have my particulars, just allow me to go home and I'll come.
Did he tell you who asked him to arrest you?
Why are friend of Jumala Kopura Mutaba?
No,
we did not
entertain.
We didn't discuss that. We didn't entertain that.
Proceed.
And then
to station auto, I left it
at the station, went home, picked my bag and my towel, and returned back to the station and found
Abuko station.
I boarded the vehicle and I took him to the Abuko station.
Because Abuko station
Because along the way he told me that you are needed at the Abuko station.
Futata?
We arrived.
SO
that was there said to me, you have a problem with some people? I told him yes.
Kanilai family farm. Kanilai family farm.
He said to me, Kanilai family farm.
Okay. So
I said to him, okay, but then he said to me, give me time, let me call them so that they can come.
I
put him in, he boarded my vehicle. I took him along to the Abuko intersection so that we could bring these people to come along with them.
Okay, it will be in Limbo Kaminkata, it will track it far. ibinanyi lendo ka kwenye kwa ifeleti kana ntonta ni batu station.
We are on the right lane going, and they were coming also on the other lane and full in a tractor. And he said, "Here they come." And so we took a turn, and they came along.
Okay, kabi ifrata station auto idundana station oko minu kuntaje because I'm wara back minu kuntaje dundana.
When they arrived, they got into the station because the station is not very wide. So those who could fit came inside. He asked me,
ila timo miya lead Badu Bojang,
the one that led the team, Badu Bojang.
Which team are you referring?
The team the
group that came.
This Kanilai family farm group.
The Kanilai family farm.
Kanilai family farm la mollem.
It was there that I knew that these were people of the Kanilai family farm. Amongst them were green boys, and the others were ex-soldiers who herded cattle for wire.
The story in the side of the story explain because what you complain was
so I explained my side of the story, but before that they had already lodged their complaint and all that was written down.
Then that Mr. Bojang Konyeko Kabra Kumola my father Dr. Misunderstanding of his words.
So Dr. Mr. Bojang, after listening to everything, said to me, "Doctor, there was only a misunderstanding." And these are his words. Which he said that we should bring these cattle and take them to Abuko so that tomorrow we can distribute them for the feast. I said, I don't have any connection with the cattle. These people just pounced on me and they brutalized me. I calm. Tension was about to arise there and a lot of talk, but he calmed the situation.
Then Natabulo Dinola, I read Penta, I filed Bukonin rule.
Then we shook hands and he took a red pen and ruled.
And what did that signify to you?
Signify that everything is over, the case has been cancelled.
Including Badu,
those that we were close together with, including Badu, we shook hands. At the time I was coming, I came along with one Sirifo. We were supposed to go to Dakar together, but he was outside. I took him and we shook hands with the SO, and I told him that we are proceeding to Dakar. That was how we went, and luckily we met the ferry and we crossed.
So coming when you call another impact in Kalamuta, then
but after the incident, I experienced some pain, some swellings on my arms, my neck. My head too was injured, it was swollen. The Sirifo told me, "You are injured." I said, "Well, let's just leave everything in the hands of God." I said, because during the time of this problem, anything could have happened, but God gave me a calm mind and I was able to get out of it free. We took our laser Percy, alhamdulillah. I took it to the police to have it registered.
After registration, there's this ASP Alagie Ceesay.
After the registration, there was an ASP called Alagie Ceesay. I was standing with him outside beside my vehicle. We were chatting.
Ala telephone for vibration of ringing the man show, but I attention or data ala telephone.
I don't know whether his telephone rang or it was on vibration, but somehow his attention was drawn to his telephone.
I
heard him say Alagie Ceesay.
Abuko Station.
Abuko Station.
Okay, Kanilai family farm. Ala what so?
Kanilai family farm, and these were his words.
Then Abafoko, yes sir, okay sir, yes sir, okay sir.
Then he was saying, yes sir, okay sir, yes sir, okay sir.
I telephone land.
He placed the telephone.
When you don't buy, Hana defa am no jotel siyon.
And said to me, my relative in Wolof, did you have any problems with people along the way?
Okay, wow. Okay, why case bijena, you misunderstanding now.
I said to him, yes, but the case has ended because they said it was only a misunderstanding. He told me, well, they told me to keep you here.
Yeah, okay.
I said, okay.
Then he
told me to take my vehicle inside.
Distance, border distance, Senegal, it's just like the edge of the world. Journeying the edge of the world.
Where I was, my vehicle was parked and the Senegalese side of the border. The distance was just like from where I am on the edge of the world. Between 10 and 12 meters, not more than that. And there's nothing in front of me that can stop me from crossing the border. But I had this mindset that I turned the vehicle and parked inside at the police headquarters.
So yes, or cage corner. The like cage in the sell phone corner. I did not cage for us.
I did not go into the cell. You know you have a cage.
It is still a cell. But
okay. Yes, okay, thank you. To clarify.
I was there the whole night. Till morning.
Tamba Banjul.
And told to take me to Banjul.
He was in plain clothes. I mean, uniform or doing.
He was not dressed in uniform. He was in plain clothes. That day, it rained heavily. I started my vehicle, took him on board, and we went.
Almost 3 hours.
We got to the terminal and we spent about 3 hours waiting for the ferry. He went upstairs and I was in the vehicle waiting for him. He was sleeping beside me and everything was very easy for me to go on my own business, but I didn't do anything.
They treated the matter as a state matter.
They treated the matter as a state matter.
Then ferry nata a priority dinna ndunta nyato.
So when the ferry
went at the state Abuko station.
When the ferry landed, we went straight to the Abuko station.
And handover, that was coming 4, 5, 6, 5 miles around 5.
And he handed me over between 4 and 5 in the evening. I did not sleep overnight. And I did not have my breakfast and I'm fasting. I requested to be allowed to go home and Africa. Well, you know, here in Africa, even if you only carry out injection or give out paracetamol, you are identified as a doctor.
So, that
name also is one. That name is one mentioned earlier. That name is one that is frequently used, to identify me. If I were to have a third name, that is a name it would be. Sorry that I did not mention this earlier on. I started my vehicle and went home.
Were you released? Were you granted bail at that time?
There was no discussion at the time before any judgment. There was no talk. What brought me there, I was not yet told. I went home, prayed, and slept until around 7, and I broke fast. I prayed the 7 p.m. prayers, and I slept again, and I lay down again.
Almost around 9.
I woke up around 9. I picked up the telephone. I called the SO.
Okay, ko be station to ba.
I asked him, are you still at the station?
Ko ni hani mantara je follow.
He said, no, I'm not there yet.
Okay, I'm going ahead of you.
And I said, well, I'm going ahead of you. I started my vehicle. I told my wife that I'm going out, I'm going back.
That station out.
I went to the station.
Between 10
minutes or so, the SO came. He said, wait for me, let me call these people so that they can come and we'll discuss this issue.
Okay.
I said, okay.
Within 10 minutes, dark glasses.
The mail call, and within 10 minutes, a Mitsubishi vehicles came in with tinted glasses.
More full of 2
individuals alighted.
Gambia Kung Fu la President Yala. Gambia Kung Fu Association la President Yala.
One of them I knew while I was president of the Gambia Kung Fu Association.
A black belt city at Kabriba inaugurate.
I was the one who awarded him the black belt when he was inaugurated.
One ata ani keodo minga fana londe is a common person to me kafa Liz Gomez, the late Liz Gomez.
He came with some other person I knew also called Liz Gomez, the late Liz Gomez.
Did they both work for the same institution?
Yes, not alone NIA.
Yes, I later knew that this Ibu was also with the NIA.
That Liz NIA because not a middle.
The time I knew Liz was in NIA because we usually met.
And then
we greeted.
They
went inside and called the ESO.
1 or 2 minutes, ESO fana command.
After 1 or 2 minutes, the ESO called me.
Liz kwenye hai, Ceesay, yola.
So Liz said to me, oh, Ceesay, it's you.
I
said, in what?
Kwenye yoya jote wa Kanilai family farm.
Said you are the one who had a problem with the people of the Kanilai family farm. I said yes. He said they told me to pick you up. So I said to him, where are you taking me? He said NIA.
Okay.
I said okay.
They
started their vehicle and I started my vehicle and I went and I followed them.
That for the second to last petrol station before Sting Corner, can you follow?
We went until when we reached Joshua before the petrol station where there is a garage. It was raining. Their vehicle, which was ahead of me, signaled to the right.
A distance deal.
I also signaled. They parked and I parked. The distance between us. That man I told you, I tied his black belt called Ibusanya.
I awarded him the black belt called Ibusanya.
He alighted. He came and sat in front of my vehicle. The other one proceeded and we followed after him. He said to me, well, Ceesay, you just have to be patient, you know, these people and their things. I said, what's going on? What's going on? He said, nothing, but you know, these people, their things are too much. I told him, let's leave everything with God. We proceeded like that until we got into the NIA. Their vehicle went in and I also followed them in. He parked on the left. And the man told me, stand this other side. We all alighted. Liz said to me, where are your belongings? Where are your documents? He said, give to these people here at the desk. So now, back in I had a small bag, my papers, my documents, and my medication were all there. So back in So I took the small bag and handed it over to him. He asked me, do you not have anything inside your pockets? I said no. Where are your telephones? And I told them here they are. Okay, then he said to me, till tomorrow. Tomorrow you and I are going to discuss. I said to him, am I spending the night here? He said to me, yes, tomorrow, as soon as I come, we'll discuss. Okay. I said, okay. So the guards that were there, one of them said to the others, take him to that other cell there. I told him that when I'm in a tight place, I used to suffocate, and sometimes I almost faint. He told me, when you come here, you are not always doing things according to your will. Okay. I said, okay. They took me. They took me inside the NIA and into a room which had a door, cage-like looking. I sat down and I could not come to understand everything that was happening around me. So it was like a dream to me. I couldn't understand. It shook me. It was beyond what I could actually perceive. I got up and decided to pray. There was a bottle standing. When I smelled it, it was the smell of urine. There was another one there, empty, standing there. I was confused as to how to perform my ablution. This was around about 11:30. Then I heard the doors opening and the sound was approaching me. This was around 11. They removed the chain and they opened the door. The guard said to me, Ceesay, come and answer here. You are needed here by some people. He proceeded and I followed after him. Okay. He took me upstairs and we got to a big hall just as this place is. People were sitting in front, but there were rows of seats on the sides. When they opened the door, when we arrived, he opened the door and I got inside and I faced them. The lights were on. For us for use, bang, I told for that. Either us or use, but it sounds like that. There was a deep voice I heard say, us or use. Okay, the lights. Said to him, the lights. From the group, so that guy walked from the group and we met in the middle of where the chairs were arranged. How was the person dressed? Ordinary clothes. My uniform, the ordinary clothes. He was dressed in ordinary clothes, not in any uniform. And a shirt and a long trousers. So we gave each other way and we passed. As I was getting to these people, he put up the lights. So they put on their telephones and they turned them over so that I could not recognize them. Okay. I sat down, but they did not identify who they were. They told me to sit down and I sat down. They surrounded me. Did you know who asked you to sit down? Yes, after the incident, I came to realize that it was Pabojang. The light. He was the one who also said the light. And who is this Pabojang? KGI International. He was the one at the KGI International. Did he have any relationship with Yaya Jammeh?
Ani ya jame badia ma hadamaya bete malaba.
Hi. Ika barindungale.
Yes, they said he's
And what do you mean by KGI?
nephew.
KGI koto munati.
Anyway, Group International.
Anyway, Group International.
Ila branch benu traffic lights, Karaba Avenue.
Their branch was at the traffic light, Karaba Avenue.
And then?
So, usita yung kuru.
I sat down and they surrounded me.
Ate for telephone and for recorder and but abelampo maragene, obe signal kanne, akanyuninka muneketa.
He was questioning me, but he held something which was signaling. I don't know whether it was a telephone or a recorder.
Nga aketanya nga B5. Nga minfo je minfo aketanya men exactly nga fa wala nya.
I narrated to him exactly what transpired.
Kuma fa when you stop.
He stopped that thing he was holding.
Imona le fintita band.
The four of them went outside.
After what he done wrong, imurtana.
After a short while, they returned. That slim guy we met with who went to put up the lights, he said to me in Wolof, you are the one who is against Jame. Undress. Just as I bended down to remove my shirt, some held my feet, others held my hand, and I was suspended in the air like that.
Spread eagle and
yes. They started beating me with something which was like a plastic, but if you put two of your fingers,
rubber,
yes, you put two
like
of
fan belt.
Something like that, but I ticked like stick. The
beating took a long time. It was painful. I wiggled myself from their grips and I escaped, but fell down. So as I turned, the beatings continued. So the whip that was coming down on me, I gripped it with my hand. So I held it so tight because he was not a very powerful guy. As he was trying to pull, he fell on me and his knee hit me on my side.
That heavy voice,
that heavy voice told him to stop. He took it from him. And all that while he was recording, because when they returned, he was continuing recording.
During that beating, were you crying?
I
No, I did not cry, but when he told me to release it,
at that
time I was desperate, and I told him that
I was weak,
and what I told him was, what you doing to me is painful.
And I have not done anything to you.
I have not done anything to you.
Heavy voice,
That was when that heavy voice that I later come to know to be Pabojans, he told him to stop.
Then
Then he took the whip from him.
For many times.
You'll see him hitting the carpet for many times.
As he was doing that, where was this recording device?
He held it in his left hand. He had the recorder on his left hand, the whip on his right, and he was beating the carpet. After it took some time, he stopped and stood up. So they all got up, and he said to me, if you are asked, tell them that we beat you up.
Did that leave any impression with you?
Fo kuma ka nyinyi yo men fo da fo na kuma tu sondo mo kono ba.
Ha ko min dro ngaje ko li parosi fulan janno le o mi ro dro tarasanna ni o masila wala be sirin dro ko li parosi sen kan no wato.
The thought I had was that the beating can be reported, what can be repeated. That was the fear I had.
But how about the hitting of the mat, of the carpet?
Kapeto nyimna lipo nyindu.
Awe tandina aya tandina ko komi ay bala fa soto nyele na kuma nyato ana fula nyanga be ko aboke kan kamole hakilo sabatindi ko abe kule ke kan atara mantara ke kan.
That showed me that he has some sympathy for me, and also to appease someone that he has done.
He is doing something actually when actually he was not doing that.
Doing something when actually he wasn't doing it.
But what about the recording device?
Kuma kantara nyindu.
Wafana yata nina kwa kanyin kuma kama halo ninde kere aka kuma kama taka samba mole wala mole be lamay kanala.
That is to say that what he was doing is either he was recording it for someone to listen to later, or whether that was used as a listening device for someone to actually get to hear what was happening at the material time.
But the reality is you were also tortured.
Yes, I was tortured.
Did you sustain any injuries?
Wadon nimbar madol be yola fa min botana abu ko ma mo kala ma fo ni ndol nata na ko fanan nata be baramata dende ko ka kolya baraten.
Yes, I had injuries because I came with the injuries from Abuko. Those were not yet taken care of. These ones also came. And sometimes even my shirt used to stick on my body.
Tata,
they went and left me there.
God mean, if you killing to the coma,
they went out, but one stayed behind. He was the last to go out. I was sitting down, just like here. He came behind and put his hand on my neck and said to me, Ceesay, to me, be patient. We have seen the truth, but we cannot do anything about it. His words. These are his words. He said,
Jata.
Said his name was Buba Jata.
Okay. Then atata God ni natang kama ay lampo malantata.
He went, and then the guard came and put on the light and took me.
From what you say, was the NIA aware, the NIA as an institution, were they aware that you were being tortured?
For kumela kumakauni ya sata janyame. For NIA nying ko doku bundalem. For ya kalamudala ko yesamba jele kita jele ya ila sansangono jeba.
Ninkini munti.
If I'm to say my own perception, they are the ones who cooked up this fighting and they dish it out to me.
They know very well.
They know it very well because they were the ones that brought me to the institution, and it was the people who handed me over to people who tortured me. Proceed, please.
Yenjindi was stairs to Ntata Dumara, Nika Finti Drone, self Lalabe Balaje, and the killing gun.
They took me down the stairs. As soon as you come out, there were two cells, and they put me into one of them.
Does the cell have a name?
Yes. Later, the second day, Nata Moi, God killing car for Boyko, Tasano Sikanam Bambadinka Dato Jeba, and then Tatamita Bundato Jeb.
It was the following day that I heard one of the guards say to the other, pick up the kettle from Bambadinka. And while I was passing to the cell, I saw the kettle standing there.
That's how I knew that.
That's how I knew that it was Bambadinka that I was plugged in.
Proceed.
And then
it Injanta.
Then they dispersed. I spent the night there. Before the guard left, he brought 2 bottles to me. One had water, the other was empty. Said if using yourself, you can use this other one, and the other, you can use it for abolition. It was half torn. That was when I tried and removed the shirt from my body, which was half torn. Then half wet, that was how I prayed until I got sleepy, and then there was a curtain on the floor which was half wet. That was where I lay on. For almost the same time, daybreak, nobody spoke to me. I was just like that until almost the same time in the night.
But this was Ramadan time.
Huh?
Did you eat?
Nothing.
Nothing. I did not eat.
The following day in them, it
was the following day when it was time to breakfast. There were biscuits in the vehicle and my water. I called someone to bring them for me, and that was what I used to breakfast the following day. Between 11 12 between 11 and 12 midnight, they came after me again. The door was opened, and the guy said to me, Ceesay, come and answer. People need you.
Who said that to you?
Security. The guy. Security. Yes.
The same security?
Yes. He took me upstairs again. This time, this time the lights were off. I did not see anybody. I did not recognize anyone. All you had was the scent of cigarette and cigarette lights and mobile lights.
Did you smell any alcohol?
Yes.
Yes, that was in the atmosphere. Yes. Those who were standing over me and beating me, they were smelling of alcohol. As I got to them, they told me to sit down. I think they came with 3 branches when they were coming. Those were the ones that caused me more injuries, because some of them cut my skin, some of them tore through. I was explaining, they were beating me, they were asking me, I was explaining what happened, they were beating me until their sticks were all broken. They got up and they told me that if anybody should ask you, tell them that we have beaten you up. When they were taking me downstairs to take me where they took me earlier, at that time these beaters had already gone. Their vehicle was parked close to my vehicle under the lamp pole. When I was getting into my cell, I saw a black pickup. On the sides was written junglers. I had like either 4 or 5 and there was a row of headlights in front, either 4 or 5. Some of them fell hard on the 2 people I saw, the people I saw there, 2 of them were putting on felt caps. Most of the economy but the distance of the ATM and 3 individuals were there who were dressed in black, but because of the distance between where I was and where they were, I could not make out who they really were. I slept like that. Also, the following morning, 6 around 6, they came and opened the door. Ceesay, are you going to take bath? I said to them, no. What do you need? I told them nothing. They said, okay. One lady came, took the wet curtain, and took the chamber pot. They cleansed the place a little bit. They closed the door. For 9-10 I think around 9 or 10, they called me upstairs again. They came, took me up there and told me people need you there. This was in the morning. I found a big table. 2 chairs were in front of it. One was on its own. The guard sat me down there and left. So there was coming in and out of people, and some people who knew me saw me there. I was there. After some time, 2 individuals came from inside and sat there with me.
Yes, please go ahead.
If I introduce Neko Doka Tomusol Bagility about a state house, state guard commander, they introduced themselves. One said he was Sol Baji from the state house. Doka Tomu Atobotan Konale and Akondomu Gajagality. The other one, I've forgotten his name, but the same NIA director at the state house. But his name is Gajaga, and he was the NIA director at the state house. They said that Yaya sent them to come to me to ask me what happened. He took a recorder, put it on, and put it in between us.
Which Yaya sent them?
Yaya Jumaleki.
Yaya Jammeh, former president of Uganda.
Proceed, please.
And then
He put the recorder down and asked me. He said, Yaya sent us to come and ask you what happened. I explained everything to him. What I said there, what I did there, I told him exactly what happened. He sprang up, took the recorder, and put it off. He turned and said to his colleague, traffic offense. Traffic offense. What is that doing at the state house until the president have to handle the file? Okay, traffic offense. What coming in the state house for president from the Maralaula Kaito? Said traffic offense. What business has it got to do with the state house to the extent that the president is even getting involved?
Is handling the dossier, is handling the case file. Proceed.
Anyway, when they said that, they looked at each other and then they said, anyway, said we are going to write our report and we will release you. They got up. Before they got up,
did you tell them you were tortured?
Yes. Everything that happened, everything that whatever, all the things that happened there, I told them. In fact, the state of my body was such that anyone that saw me would know that I have passed through something. So, numbers in case you need us. So they wrote numbers and handed them to me and said, in case I needed them. Yeah, I can name you put that them between two of my fingers. They left. God not the list officer. The guard came and collected me and took me, and I sat in front of Lisa's office. So you chair there. Sol Gajaga meta list office for.
But at this stage, were you aware that Sol Baji was in fact the commander of the junglers?
Not at all, because if you know him personally, that was the first time I'm seeing him. State guard commander. If not for the introduction that he told me that he was a state guard commander. There and then, he's going to be I was there waiting for them, and they were inside with these Gomez. They came out and they emphasized this statement they made earlier on that they were going to release me.
After some time, Liz called
me inside
through a guard.
The guard took me there.
Doctor, we have nothing against you. I'll let you go home.
He said to me, Doctor, we don't have anything against you. I'll let you go. And that was his statement.
We have nothing against you. I'll let you go home.
We have nothing against you. I will let you go home.
Okay, but it ain't
I said to him, but you know me very well. Where I was detained, I have done nothing wrong to warrant that. To warrant being locked in this place. He said, no. As for now, now you are not going back to that place. He opened the door, called the guard, and told him to take me to the guard room. That was how they took me downstairs to the guard room. I spent the remainder of the day there.
4 days, the family I was held in Comunicado.
I was there for 4 days, and my family did not know where I was. I was held in Comunicado.
Access to my treatment.
I did not have access to my treatment.
Access to the lawyer.
I did not have access to a lawyer.
Access to the family.
I did not have access to my family.
For Bana Salola,
after the corrected prayers, the following day,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I'm
not sure whether it was the very day or the day after. It's been a long time, and I'm careful not to say something that is not true. I had stomach upset.
When I
was home, the medicine that I used to use frequently, I put it on the table. But it was not in the vehicle. I told them to check into my bag. I checked there, but it was not there. I started to vomit. And they were worried.
I need to talk to my people.
I told them that I need to talk to my people so that they will know what is happening. That was when they called Liz. Liz told them to give me back my phone, and I called people. That was how I called one of my senior brothers. He came there.
He's late now. Bakarin Dembo Sonko. Abandoned some time back.
He's late now, some time ago.
When
he came, I undressed. Right together.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I am
because the state of my body that you saw. We cried together.
He
said to me, well, now that I know you are here, if God wills it, you will leave this place.
But not now understand after covering Infindita.
What I came to understand later after I was released.
Some personnel of the NIA.
But some personnel of the NIA.
Only at the phone one provide distance from the case. Because that
they want him to distance himself from the case because he was the one involved in this case.
So for 14 days.
So I was in that detention like that for 14 days.
Well, on Friday,
one day on a Friday, I heard it been said, we are in Ceesay.
Because at the time, for almost 10 days, two Libyan correspondents. When
they asked the guards asked which Ceesay, because at that time I was the only one in detention there for 10 days. It was one day that one lady was brought in. They said the lady was the one transacting the allowance for Baba James' wife with the Libyans.
So, Ceesay Felejan, young commanding Fintana, Yadailum Funtana.
They said to him, Ceesay is here. They opened the door and I came out. He said to me, I came to pick you. I said, where are you taking me to? He said his name was Lamin Ceesay. And I said to him, where are you taking me to?
Serious crime.
He said to me, serious crime.
Okay.
I said to him, okay.
And information on the documentary data from the NIA.
I took my information, all my documents from the NIA. He said to me, where's your vehicle? And I told him it is here, and he told me to start the engine.
But I
was not lucky to take my vehicle because the tire was punctured. We went into his vehicle. That NIA boy who came to arrest me alongside the Liz called Ibu Sanyang.
Well, weighing escort again with this Lamin Ceesay to serious crime.
He escorted me alongside Lamin Ceesay to the serious crime.
The serious crime, what Juma Salo man jump for back, almost the 12th Mafon.
When we arrived there, the Friday prayer was not yet, it was not yet time for Friday prayer, it was just after 12.
Celta for Santo, the office of Conor Commissioner Nimbeji.
We went upstairs. As we got into the office, the commissioner who was there,
Ceesay Kayako, Lamin Ceesay Kayako. Yes, I compliment Aka Felenti, Aka Jumalan, Aka Ceesay.
Lamin Ceesay complimented him and told him, and he said to him, who is this guy? And he told him, this is Ceesay.
Ceesay Jumaka, Nimbe detained the NIA.
He told him, who's Ceesay? And he told him, the one that was detained at the NIA.
Aka nga fale ne nyina case man futantola makamoto. Ya bondi da ma sendije.
He said to him, I told you, his case is beyond our ability, our level. Return him back to where you have taken him from. When I heard this thing, I knew things were getting turned out to be a very serious matter. Become very foolish.
The
commissioner asked me, what's your name? And I said, Lang Ceesay. He said to me, what happened? I wanted to explain, and he told me to sit down. I picked up a telephone. He spoke to someone downstairs. He told him, come and collect this guy and take him to the Abuko station.
So one night I fell coupon on the driver.
He came, gave 4 coupons to the driver.
Intending NIA escort me.
Myself, that individual, and the NIA escort.
That Abuko station.
We went to the Abuko station. When we arrived, it was just past 1 p.m.
Okay. Hand over, it was Satan.
They handed me over and they returned. I was seated behind the counter and I was chatting with the SO. He told one officer to take my statement.
He
started. After some time, he placed down the pen. He said, I will not do this against anyone. Every time you are writing things and just implicating people.
It's okay, just do your job.
So said to him, just do your job.
Abalanta.
He refused. I was the one that wrote my own statement. Friday time, prayer time came and I went and performed my prayers. All of us prayed at the mosque and we returned back together.
What is a commissioner called Bundu Station?
That was when the SO called the commissioner at Bundum Station. And told him that Ceesay is here, I want to bring him along. He told him, bring him. He said to him, but there is no vehicle here. But then he told him, take your own vehicle and bring him.
Private I drive to Bundu Station.
That was when he took his own private vehicle and drove me to the building station.
Coming from I Hanover, when he Lansaro Manjam Fanyola, Data Sally Nata.
When we arrived, he handed me over. It was just around 5 p.m. 5 p.m.
After Yanimita Salola, Wokonyeko, Mokumandibang, I made bail.
But before I went for the 5 p.m. prayers, someone said to me, call someone to come and bail you.
Akonye Ceesay won't tell the Undajana, Akonye Billy Soldier NIA police, Akonye Delegajan and Beninka.
He said to me, Ceesay, that day we were all worried here. Soldiers, NIA, police, we are all scattered here trying to look for you. They said you attempted a coup d'etat and you ran away.
Then Nketata Salinata, when you were more for an Naketa Kiloti,
I went and prayed, came back, and it coincided with the arrival of these other people.
And then I bail that spoke on that Friday.
My bail was prepared, and I went home that Friday.
So who accused you of making a coup d'etat and running away?
Well, among what from a passe,
He did not say identify anyone per se. But he just said to me that they said you attempted a coup d'etat and ran away.
Yeah.
Yes. Who was that told?
Come back.
To whom was that statement made? To whom were you reported to have?
Commissioner. The Commissioner B Division. B Division.
The Commissioner B Division.
Said you were accused of a coup d'etat.
Right.
Did he tell you to whom was that accusation made? Did he hear them?
And
I wanted to stage a coup d'etat against Yaya Jammeh.
But was Yaya Jammeh informed?
your information will be that was why I not file about the phone.
That was the information they gave him, which was why he had my file with him.
But this is something you don't know. This is just hearsay.
Detention water be more than the station or
During the course of my detention, I did not know. But when I got to the station, after the bill, I got the information.
When you were interviewed by Gajaga and Sol Baji, did they say anything about coup d'etat?
Biring Gajaga and Sol Baji syndicate Ninga for Kumafo and the Mensujita and coup d'etat la Kuala.
And you will enter Kibarota by Tolman Kibar Dinter. Namanke, the Kaito Mindina, and in Kafanyoko, Nakaito Bea Falabo.
They took information from me, but they did not give me any information apart from the paper they gave me, and also to tell me that my file was with Yaya Jammeh.
From that interview with Sol Baji and Gajaga, did you have anything to suggest to you that they suspected you of having been involved in a coup d'etat?
Nyini Carol in Jabiro, Mendamid in Gajaga in Sol Baji Tema. For Fender, ne son no more remember Tab Sabatin, le son no more as a kino, you know, they being can go left a coup d'etat.
Honey, the mirror manta come from.
I didn't even think of that.
For all intents and purposes, it was still about this cattle and the obstruction and the assault.
Hamo aning la miro be memsi da jabeta ta na da wala nisi kuoti.
Ani bo inga min kenka wada ma wala bente ko kono.
The cattle and the attack that they did to me, that was what was in my mind.
And was that the only subject of the interview?
Yes.
So this issue about you being involved in a coup d'etat, that was something that was later.
Yes.
I
came to know that later.
All right. Proceed, please.
On bail on Monday.
When I was leaving, he told me we'll report on bail on Monday.
Jumale case report jang. When I
asked him, who reported this case here that I attempted a coup d'etat? He said, Paboja.
I mean, mentioned before, team follow nyato minata kantojo.
He was the one I named here earlier that he led the team that came to torture me.
Okay, at a residency Malong.
I said, well, but do you know where he resides?
Malong.
He said he does not know.
Okay, intending friend nata kadamaya because it's a common person to me. I know nata hadamaya interstate.
Because he was someone that I knew, we had a lot of good relationship. After that, I went home.
Different na consultation, okay. Kiskisi wala lal to taring kal kakata ke purkalo jubala pabo na muntole.
Later on, I mounted my own investigations to try to know who Pabuyang was.
Nakafi madu tatandala minje butu na ta fanya ko kafa lamin mane. I think he works with the TRC here.
One of my colleagues was, I think he works with the TRC, Lamin Mane. He said to me that
Pabuyang intela friend la man wala do ko.
Pabuyang is a friend of a friend with whom they work together.
Kwenye maji mina dindo sumna no bunya oto jana. Akonye aniwele bido ko wala malakasi ati.
The boy that was circumcised is working with the
boy the child that is circumcised, his father works with Pabuyang and he is his cashier.
Okay.
Then okay, akonye wata ke problem to puruka waje.
He said to me it would not be a problem to see him.
So after
I relaxed for a short while,
that guy's name is Saja Kamara.
I went to see that Saja Kamara
with my friend Lamin. Then Saja called Pabuyang. That was on Saturday. Saja Pabuyang called Akayako.
Saja called Pabuyang and said to him,
doctor ni shoot wala doctor case
that doctor we were looking for the other night is my doctor. Let's terminate this case.
Okay, Pabuyang
said to him, I'm in Kanilai.
But Sunday mina ida kiti o sifo bang ni sa te fulo kili na kanya ntambu so la ni so sambala je ila garden kafuku lemba yenda ni so sambala woni je ni benta je sa for discuss that Sunday.
He said he was coming to either Kiti or Sifo because he was taking cattle to one of the women groups there, and that if he came on that Sunday, we could meet there and discuss.
Did you meet him on the appointed date?
Amanke.
Did you subsequently get to meet him?
Yeah.
We have to.
Yes, I want to question. Naranata Pabuyang meetle.
We eventually went to meet Pabuyang.
I promised Diko Nimbe report la bail next Obata la case in fact.
He gave a promise that by the next time I would report for bail, that would have the time that the case would have been terminated by then. But when I arrived, the prosecutor said to me, Ceesay, this case of yours, what you are telling me and the order I'm getting from up above is not the same, but I will do my work. I told him, do your work. I leave my things are in the house of God. So you not be negligent in your work, any bit.
Na correspondence do fananta mbarindi ma do bije telem youth leader in APRC.
One of my nephews was a youth leader with the APRC.
Dafa Modou Ndiaye.
Called Modou Ndiaye.
Fananim pa da Pabuyang nyin kafta back.
He's very close to Pabuyang.
Abwe fane case nyin ko kalamuta ko no Pabuyang would not be a problem.
When we got to know about the case, he said to me, Pabuyang would not be a problem.
Not fananta je that de margin ko ko ay intebina murla la ngaje. Ko sisilang hakito ko so the case
I went together with him to Pabuyang, but we could not meet him. But he said to me he would return back to meet him. But he told me to calm down and stop worrying.
Because what on the every Friday, every Monday, you can report for a warning letter in the
Because that time at my place of work, I used to report every Monday and Friday to the extent that I was given a warning letter at my place of work.
All right, so Atata Pabuyang meet.
He eventually met Pabuyang.
Pabuyang Kayako, this case is beyond me now.
Pabuyang said to him, this case is beyond me now.
So
And I said, well, whatever we are going to meet ahead of us, we'll get to know.
The next report on bail, that report on bail, wrong.
As I went to report on bail again,
Prosecutor Konyoko Sijan.
the prosecutor said to me, sit here.
Sit again.
I sat there.
After 1 hour, for some reasons, I don't know.
I called my place of work and informed them that I am detained here for some time and I do not know for what reasons.
You are going to court today.
The prosecutor came out with some files with one other individual and they told me that today you are going to court. I said, it's good.
I'm going to court. I may not come early today.
I called my office again and informed them that I was going to court and that I will not come early today. They took me to a place where there were 2 chambers. I was sitting on the first chamber, and Edward, who was the judge, came. Magistrate. Since we were acquainted to each other, we just held each other like this, and he said to me, what happened? And before I started explanation, he told me, let me go and undress and come back. Before he came back, they said to me, Ceesay, come here. They transferred me to another chamber.
Okay, prisoners bench.
I went inside and I went on my own and sat on the prisoners' bench. I was there and there was a knocking and an announcement, court rise. A magistrate came in.
He was puzzled.
When our eyes locked, he was puzzled. He's a younger brother, he's a loved one, and he's someone that I have a very good rapport with. As we were there, our case was called. One boy stood up and said that I knocked him with a vehicle.
In fact, prosecutor
he stood and could not speak. It was a prosecutor who said to him, did you not say that this man knocked you with a vehicle the other day? And he was saying, yes, yes, and he was trying to hold his waist.
Sorry. But before all this, did you later have a discussion with the magistrate to indicate to him what the charges were against you? Or what the allegations were against you?
Yes.
Case la call follow caller.
After the first, the case was called for the first time, I went to him, to his home.
Prisoners bench,
Said to me, my elder brother, what's the matter? When I saw you sitting on the prisoners bench, I said to myself, what has this guy done? And when I was with Lamin Mane, said I was surprised.
In fact, you can follow when you means normal and the coma. Ramajam Fata, in the case file of the review like Yanin the city of Lasama.
So just to make the story short, I explained to him about the whole incident of the cattle, and he said to me that that situation also happened to him. He was behind a row of cattle, and he had case files which he was trying to rush to deliver.
When you come in, the other lenter, against the cattle.
I said, when I got to where there was a cross junction, and I took the other lane to avoid the cattle.
When you put stop.
He said, as soon as I got to where the herders were, they paused on my vehicle and they stopped me. They told me to reverse back. But after they realized that I was driving a judiciary vehicle and the manner that I was dressed, they asked me to proceed.
But you were ultimately prosecuted.
Yes.
Ko nyi nyala ba woni nati ne kiti ndile.
What was the outcome?
Mana gana na kiti nyum kumfata nyadi le.
Itolu buka na labang la magistrato kwenye ko ye muro bondile mo silandi ya mo fitnandi muro la ko ba threatening violence da laban tan charge la wala.
They were not coming to present themselves in the courts. But in the end, the magistrate said to me, "You took a knife and you threatened someone." And that you have been found wanting on that aspect. We are going to fine you, or you'll spend this amount of time in prison.
What was the fine?
Sanji kili wara 5,000.
1 year or 5,000. But then he asked me, "Do you have anything to plead to the court?" I told him I am a medical personnel, and during the 14 days of my detention, I have lost 12 patients who are HIV patients.
How did you lose them?
Before de la nyadi le.
No, they died